Hi, Team Rise Above. It's Coach Tanner, and I just wanted to, I felt like I needed to make a video to explain the meal plan that I had a customer having some problems with. So just wanted to help her out, and maybe it'll help you out as well. So I'm going to be talking about the meal plans similar to what you would find in 21 Day Fix or Hammer and Chisel, or the one I'll be talking about is 22-minute hardcore. And it's the meal plans based off of the portion control containers that are color coded that was first introduced with 21 Day Fix with Autumn Calabrese, but it's being used with other ones as well. So I'm gonna show you the book here and we'll talk about it. So here's any meal plan or any program comes with a meal plan, and this is the one for 22-minute hardcore. And the first thing you'll find is a little calculator to find out which plan you should be on. You just answer the questions, add up the total, use that total in the chart to figure out which plan you're on. And the one I'll talk about is Plan 1, 1,214.99 calories. Person who I'm making this for was, that's the plan she's on, and so that's what I'll use for this example. So we take that Plan 1 and we find on the next page what we're supposed to eat for that plan. Okay, so each of these boxes represents one container worth of food, and they're color coded. So the green then is veggies, the purple is fruit, the red is proteins, yellow is carbs, blue is healthy fats, orange seeds and dressings, and then your teaspoon, which is oils and nut butters. Okay, so we can see here that under Plan 1 for breakfast, you have one of each of these following containers: green, purple, red, yellow, and teaspoon. All right, so there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do it a la carte style, where you can say, okay, well, I can have one green. So I go and look at the things that are on my list of greens, okay, green rations, and what do I want for breakfast? Okay, I can have a cup of tomatoes, okay, or I can have, banana peppers, 3 mediums, or whatever, a cup of mushrooms, okay? So if you're using the portion control containers that come with the program, you don't actually have to measure these out because the green container is a cup, okay? Now some things, they go against that, like asparagus. You don't just jam however much asparagus you want into that. It's 10 large spears, because asparagus would be kind of hard to fit in that little square container, right? So some of the things are like that. Okay, so for breakfast, I get one green, one purple, one red, one yellow. Okay, so we can look at the purple. The purple is the fruit. Okay, and so I can have 2 tangerines, or I can have half of a banana. Where's bananas? There it is, half of a large banana. So that would take care of the purple requirement, and then there's red and yellow still left. So I can flip over to the page with reds. Reds are proteins, and lots of people like eggs for breakfast. So if I go right here, I can see 2 large eggs or 8 large egg whites. So I can make an egg white omelet with, say, a cup of mushrooms in there or whatever, okay? And that would be my red, would be the eggs, and then the mushrooms would be the one green, if that makes sense. I have a yellow is carbs, and so I could have with that, say, a piece of toast, or I could have a bowl of oatmeal, okay? And again, your yellow container is already the right size to accommodate a half a cup Okay, it's a half a cup. But like, you don't want to jam your bread into that container, right? So it's just one slice of bread. But look, it's whole grain bread. You don't get to have white bread. You don't get to have white pasta. You don't get to have white bagels or white tortillas. Basically, you want to avoid the bleached, enriched white flour. That's bad for you, okay? There are potatoes on this, but I would say avoid potatoes as well. Sweet potatoes are great. Yams are great. Quinoa, these are all pretty solid options. But, corn, by the way, is not a vegetable according to this. It is a carb. Okay, so corn is not a green, it's a yellow. But make sure you look through this, and if you want to have something for breakfast or for any of your meals and it's not listed in here, you can't have it. Okay, that's all there is to it. This is healthy food. This is clean eating. This is different than what you're used to. And it's a change, and it might be hard. But if you want results from the program, you've got to follow the program, and the meal plan is the program, okay? Yeah, so that's really all there is to it. Now, that's why I was showing you how to do it a la carte. Now, the cool thing is they give you recipes built in a lot of times, and this one, the 22-minute hardcore it's got 22 meal ideas built right into it. And so here, if we look at breakfast options, remember for breakfast we needed 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 green, 1 purple, and 1 teaspoon. Well, this already has meals that meet that exactly, okay? So you can have eggs and spinach Benedict and follow this recipe and make it. You can have cottage cheese with yams, which doesn't sound like a great breakfast to me, but maybe some people like that. I don't know. But so these are just meals that will meet your requirements for breakfast. It's got the same thing for your Shakeology snack. It's got the same thing for lunch options. See, the things that you need for lunch, this meets it. Okay, you can just have one of these if that's how you want to do it. But you've got to follow the plan or it won't work. So that's kind of just the basics of the plan. Oh, you need to track too to make sure you're not doing it wrong. Okay, so the back of the book has these tracking sheets you can make copies of or draw your own, or you can go to the Team Beachbody website and print them out. But you write over in the left here how many of the containers you're allowed. And then when you have one for that meal, you just mark it off, cha-ching. Okay, and so, meal 1, probably breakfast, right? We know we're supposed to have 1 of each of these and 1 teaspoon. They didn't have their teaspoon there. You'll notice they finished the day with only 2 teaspoons when they're supposed to have 3. So that's interesting. But you, for breakfast, normally would have a teaspoon. So you would mark it there. Okay, so that's how you keep track. You can keep track even at the beginning, I would say. You can even keep track of exactly what these are. So instead of just putting a 1 there for that, you could write in there, 1 cup mushrooms. Okay, it's a small box, but you can write stuff in there. Okay, so it's over 9 minutes now of me prattling on. Hopefully it's enough to help you out with your meal program. All right, have a great day, and God bless.